Where the hell is Hamza al-Ghamdi going? Now, in this short video, I want to bring up something that's really interesting, something that's been stuck in my craw for some time, and having a conversation with a fellow 9/11 researcher, Sean Russell, brought me to the attention of Hamza al-Ghamdi. Why? Because a while back, I found something that was pretty interesting. I'm going to share it with you today. Hamza al-Ghamdi is one of the alleged hijackers of Flight 175 that took off out of Logan and crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. And what I'm going to show you is the actual itinerary brought by Hamza al-Ghamdi and why it's very unusual. We'll have you thinking. So here we have his itinerary. This is from the FBI, law enforcement sensitive, right? So we have 7:58. United Airlines Flight 175 departed Boston Logan Airport for Los Angeles International Airport. Al-Ghamdi assigned to seat 9C, address listed as blah, 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 right? At 9:05, Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center, right? Hamza al-Ghamdi presumed killed. You think that's it, right? Now check this out. At approximately 1:15 p.m. on 9/11/2001, a future flight scheduled to depart Los Angeles International Airport for San Francisco International Airport on United Airlines 7950, bought by Hamza al-Ghamdi. What? Where is this guy going? You're dead. That's really something. Now, I checked the itinerary for all the hijackers that have took apart on 9/11 on all four planes. This is the only hijacker that bought future flights on future dates. He's the only one. Why? Now, there's very little out there, and I mean little, that addresses this. This is unbelievable that nobody caught on to this. Now, I think I saw it somewhere some years back where the FBI alleges that this was to throw off the trail. That doesn't make a lick of sense. If that was the case, why didn't all the muscle hijackers do it? Why just him? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, we're going to keep going. He didn't stop there. That's 9/11. This is September 20th. 12:30 p.m. Hamza al-Ghamdi. Future flight scheduled to depart Casablanca, Morocco for Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Royal Air Maroon Flight 264. How the hell did he get to Morocco? What's going on here? 9 days after 9/11, Hamza al-Ghamdi's in Morocco, going to Riyadh. Future flight, 2 hours later, 2:25 p.m. Future flight scheduled to depart Rome, Italy for Casablanca, Morocco, Royal Air Maroon Flight 941. He went from Morocco, he went from Saudi Arabia to Rome, Italy, back to Morocco. Well, it doesn't end there because at 1 hour later, 1 hour and 10 minutes later, future flight scheduled to arrive in Casablanca, Morocco from Rome, Italy on Royal Air Maroon Flight 941. What the hell's going on here? No, it doesn't end there. As you can see, September 29th, 2001. Notice 9 days in between 9/11, 2001, right? I'm sorry, I went the wrong way. I lost it. Don't worry, I'll get it back. Right? Sorry about that. But, okay. 9 days in between these flights. Look, 9/11, 9/20, 9/20, 9/29. Why 9 days? Okay, future flight at 10:30 a.m. scheduled to depart Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Daman, Saudi Arabia. And then 2 hours later, future flight scheduled to arrive in Daman from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on flight 1162. (8:20). This is the last one, right? I'll make myself disappear. 8:20 p.m. Future flight scheduled to arrive in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia from Casablanca, Morocco on Royal Air Maroc flight 264. What the hell's going on here? So why is this? Now, if it's just to throw the FBI off, like I said, why him specifically? He's a muscle hijacker. I believe he's the youngest out of all of them, too. But why him specifically? Really doesn't make sense. But if we're to speculate and try to make sense of this, is it him or is it somebody using his name? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you'll notice in all the FBI profiles of the hijackers, and they have all of them, every single hijacker has an alias, and some of them have numerous ones. For Hamza al-Ghamdi, here it is. Hamza al-Ghamdi Salah, Hamza Ghamdi, Hamza S. al-Ghamdi, Hamza Salah al-Ghamdi without the H, Hamza Salah al-Ghamdi with the H, Hamza Salah al-Ghamadi, Hamza Salah al-Ghamadi, Hamza Ghamdi, Hamza Salah al-Ghamdi, Hamza Salah al-Ghamdi. You'll notice slight changes. Also, take a look at the date of birth. November 18th, 1980, in Al-Jamdan, Saudi Arabia. Al-Jamdan. It doesn't exist. Now, the FBI doesn't investigate outside the United States, only when there's an attack on an embassy or a federal institution aligned with the United States, right? Could they have gotten information from another intelligence source and it's wrong information? Sure, could be. Could it be that they're relying on the CIA to give them information and just went to a dead end? Yeah, could be, because CIA investigates matters outside the United States. The FBI does not, like I said, unless it involves. Now, in this case, obviously, he's a suspect. And they don't know about this place that doesn't exist. Now, why would they name that? A Jamdan, Saudi Arabia, it doesn't exist. Could it be a misspelling of a certain province? Maybe. Maybe. I don't, you know, it's strange because you do have, I mean, provinces like Al-Khobar, but I mean, it's really, I mean, he's not the only hijacker where they have like these weird places of birth. Now, like I said, Sean Russell, a co-researcher of mine, he's investigating Ahmed al-Ghamdi. And they had, the FBI had his place of birth at a place that is a ruins on the border of Yemen and Saudi Arabia called Al-Masara or something like that. It was a weird place. And then when I looked it up, I was actually at the gym, and I went to Google this place. It was a ruins on the border of Yemen and Saudi Arabia. It's not even a town anymore. Now the CIA had his province at the al-Bahra province. Some of the hijackers, we know where they were born. Some we don't know where they were born. It's strange. It really is. But this one really sticks in my craw because he bought additional plane tickets after 9/11. Now, why would he do that? Why would he do that unless somebody was using one of his aliases to meet with somebody in Morocco or in Riyadh, in Italy? Who knows? Maybe it's just a bunch of nothing. But I mean, if you're going to throw the FBI off, wouldn't all the hijackers be doing this to send them on wild goose chases? You know what's funny is that Hamza al-Ghamdi bought a one-way ticket. Yeah, a one-way ticket. Let me show you that. This is the FBI's timeline. Okay. It's funny because here's the FBI timeline. Scheduled to depart Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Right? Scheduled to depart Casablanca, Morocco. I mean, it's he bought a one-way ticket a couple of days before 9/11. Him and I think it's Ahmed al-Ghamdi. I think or yeah, I think it's Ahmed al-Ghamdi, right? He bought tickets for them, e-tickets, right, for United Airlines Flight 175. But he bought a one-way ticket. Yet these tickets were purchased under his name. Good. Hey, listen, it's strange as heck. That's why I'm doing this video. I mean, it is strange as heck. And why? What sense does that make? You know, what sense does that make at all? It defies belief when you think about it. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're going to throw investigators off and then only include one person. And then when you include that one person, all of a sudden, if you just do the research and go back like I did here, you'll notice that he's purchasing tickets as if he's going somewhere. But yet, if he bought a one-way ticket, how did he get to these other places? Unless he's using an alias, unless somebody's using one of his aliases. And maybe that's the reason why they use so many aliases. Or is it possible that, you know, the investigators or somebody, foreign investigators or foreign intelligence services purchased those tickets using one of his aliases? I mean, there's a number of things we could be thinking about here. Now let's go back to the FBI chronology of the hijackers. I want to show you something, okay? Ahmed al-Ghamdi and Hamza al-Ghamdi made their reservations over the internet on the United Airlines website on August 29, 2001. Hamza bought an e-ticket for $175 using email address, blah, 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 right? Okay. Hamza al-Ghamdi's debit card expired. No, I'm sorry. Well, his expiration date was June 2003, was declined due to being over his limit. Both tickets were finally purchased by another Visa card, and that's Ahmed al-Ghamdi. A one-way e-ticket is purchased for Hamza al-Ghamdi, and one is reserved for Ahmed al-Ghamdi. You tell me, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been thinking about this for so long, and I can't get it out of my head. I mean, it all could be nothing. Maybe it's meant to look down a road where, you're gonna waste your time on, but something's very different about this one. Why him? I could see if it's a pilot hijackers. They're the masterminds, right? They're the ones behind the planes, and they're the ones who. But the muscle hijacker, who cares? Something is afoot. And if you got any thoughts, let me hear it in the comments section. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.